Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. As you are moving in your journey and as you are growing, you need to appreciate where you are at. Each bit of hard times, each bit of turbulence that you get past, believe it or not, you've grown at least a little bit, and you're moving up. Well, you're moving. I can't say you're moving up if you haven't learned anything from the turbulence that you have gone through. But you need to appreciate where you are at to let Spirit know that you are grateful, that it's not worse than where you're at. Because understand, no matter, and I used to hate when people said this. Oh, it used to bother me so bad until I literally was like, that's 100% true. There's always someone worse than where you are. No matter what you're going through, how you're hearing these words, there's always someone worse than where you are. So be grateful for where you're at. Because you don't have to be going towards anything. There's always someone worse than where you are. So be grateful for where you're at. So you can keep going to where you're going. Appreciate what's going on in your life. Appreciate where you are at. Spiritual deposits, spiritual deposits, spiritual deposits. Because you're thankful that it's not worse than what it is. And the other side to that has to go along with that is that you have set an intention on where you want to go. Because that's how you go from just moving around in the circle to where you're at to moving up and along to something. You have to set an intention. Let Spirit know, okay, you're grateful, and you're also grateful for the things that Spirit's going to do for you, because these are the intentions that you set forth in the universe. It works that way. It works that way. Everything that you have came from somebody who has worked that way. Everything came from somebody's imagination. It was impossible at some point in time until somebody decided to tell the universe, I'm going to make this work this way. I mean, it sounds so broad and it sounds so stupid, but it sounds so simple that it's true. Someone decided there had to be paper. Someone decided that. They were grateful for what they had, but then they also said, I'm grateful for this, and I'm grateful that you are about to give me something to make this whole situation easier or different. All depends on how they were thinking. It could have been easier, it could have been different. Who knows? Who knows? And to say you don't have anything to be grateful for, I just want to ask you, as you're saying you don't have anything to be grateful for. Were you alive when you said this? I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but I'm just saying. As you're saying, you don't have anything to be grateful for. You don't have anything to appreciate. As you are breathing in and out, as you are processing a thought, as you are moving a limb, using your lungs, whatever it is, you don't think you have anything to be grateful for? It doesn't have to be anything big for you to show your appreciation if you don't know where to start. I'm going to be totally real with you. I'm going to be totally real. You can just start with, I am grateful and I appreciate this moment that I'm breathing in this air. Because some days are just going to be hard. It's hard to appreciate and be grateful for the level that you're at if you're moving in a level of turbulence. But if you understand that you're going through that turbulence for a reason, you're going to appreciate what you're going through because it's something that you need to go through to get to something on the other side. You can't want something and expect for yourself not to go through something to get there. When you want to go somewhere, you get in the vehicle, or you get Pat and Charlie, which is your feet, get on the bicycle, get a scooter. You go through something to get to your destination. Why don't you think you have to go through something in your spiritual life, in your personal life, to get what you want? It works that way. Nothing is as difficult as you always think it is. Because some things are just so simple. Just be grateful in the moment that you have. Appreciate the moment that you have. Let Spirit know that, okay, this, this is a hard time. This is, whatever it is. Being grateful in one moment, Spirit will understand, and it will make the next moment for you to be grateful for. Spiritual deposits so you can make withdrawals. Some things are catapulted by your being grateful and appreciative of the level that you are at. You may hate your job. I'm grateful for this job because it's paying the bills, and I am also grateful for the fact that I've got something better coming down along the line, because this ain't it. I appreciate what's going on and everything that it's doing for me. But I am so grateful that I've got something better coming soon. Catapult. You're taking that, you're making it mean something, and then you're using the force of what you're wanting to catapult it into the universe so Spirit can understand that you're not just thinking about right now. Because right now is going to be gone. Right now just left. See, there it went. You have, now is what you're going for. Every moment has always just passed. What are you really wanting? Are you really wanting to stay at the level that you're at? And you want to complain about the level that you're at? Everybody can do that. I've done that. Let me tell you what that got me, more of the level I was at. That's why I stayed there. If only thing I'm doing is complaining about my situation, but I'm not appreciating the fact that I'm having to go through this situation to grow, and I'm telling spirit in the universe where I want to go, what I want to do, who I'm going to be. That's spirit doesn't have anything to help me reach towards if spirit's only hanging around where I'm at, because this is where I'm telling spirit I want to be. You have to let the universe know that there's more going for you, that you don't just have to be where you are unless you want to. If you're happy where you are, be happy where you are. Your happiness is only determined by you. Only determined by you. If you wake up happy every single day, just sunshines, unicorns, rainbows, you hear that beat every single day. Live in that. Live in that, because that is your happiness. That is your joy. And you're still growing too, because you like that joy and happiness so much that what you did to get there is what you're going to keep doing to stay there. Because that's what feels good. When you can appreciate where you're at, you'll get to where you want to be, and it's going to be like that. Just joy on the inside all the time. Just all the time. It's happiness. Nobody achieves that inner peace and happiness without work, without appreciating where they were at and what it took for them to get there. I've been homeless before. I've had to sleep in my car in Raleigh, in the parking lot of BJ's Warehouse. There was a McDonald's across the street. I was on Capitol Boulevard. I've had to do that. I appreciated the fact that I had to do that, because I knew that I was doing something bigger than what I was doing. You know, I knew that I was doing something more. And I appreciated the fact that I was going through that, because I knew I wasn't going to have to stay going through that. At the time, I was appreciating that I was able to work as much as I could. I was grateful for the fact that I had a good job. My manager was the owner of the place. I was appreciating that. I was grateful for that. I didn't have to be homeless for long, because me being grateful that it could be worse than that. It could have been worse than that. And me being grateful that it wasn't worse than that was able to get me out of that sooner than later. Everything that happens, every choice that you make creates a result, which creates more choices. And each one of those things you have to be grateful and appreciate it. If someone does you wrong, does you dirty, believe it or not, appreciate that person, because they did you a favor. They let you know that they were somebody that wasn't supposed to be around you, that wasn't supposed to be along in your growth. People will show you who they are. Appreciate that. how much your spiritual deposit is, and your appreciation and gratefulness on the level that you are at is determined by the choices that you make to show your appreciation and gratitude. What I mean is, at the level that you are at, if you're just grateful and everything to be at that level, just to stay there, you're grateful to have a job, to be able to pay the bills, and you can appreciate your job and where you're at to pay the bills. If you don't set an intention, that's going to be where you stay, because that's what you've let Spirit know. You appreciate that. You don't have any more intentions than that. That's that's your happiness. But when you decide that you want more than that, that's when you're going to appreciate and be grateful, and then you're going to set an intention. You're going to let Spirit know you want more, and just know that when you want more in life, along your journey, when you want more, you're going to get more of what you want, good and bad. Good and bad. Because I promise you, you're not going to keep getting more of the good if you don't experience an equal amount of the bad. And even though sometimes the bad may seem to you to outweigh the good, just know the scales are still tipping. If you've ever seen a scale with the two sides, and you put things on that's almost weighs the same, the scale is still moving. The scale is still moving. Now, how do you want me to say this, Spirit? How am I supposed to say this? Okay. Appreciation works on many different levels. And they all go hand in hand, in hand, in hand in hand. Knowing that all of your actions have a reaction is key to this. So your appreciation and your gratitude for where you're at and the people along your way are key to all of this. You can't finish a 1,000-piece puzzle with 45 pieces. You're a little bit short. You're like 955 pieces short. Your journey is picking up the pieces. That's what this is about. Picking up these pieces along your journey, so that way, as the puzzle comes together, different parts of the puzzle come together. You know what I'm saying? Each completed part is a part of the larger picture. What part of the puzzle are you putting together? Because every piece matters. What are you doing with this piece? Spirit said, I'm done. I'm done. I appreciate y'all. I give thanks. Thank you for liking. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. I truly appreciate you. If you are hearing my voice right now, I mean this with everything in me. I truly appreciate you. You are allowing me to make my spirit sing right now in a way that I never thought was even possible years ago. So when I say I thank you for hearing my words, I thank you and I appreciate you for your time. Peace.